Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be giving you a story about my first love, and in order for this story to make sense I'm going to give you a back story. So I'm going to be calling this guy Art because he was an artist. Okay, so me and Art met in 10th grade. We met at a school where I was a returning student and he was a new student. He was a day scholar, I was a boarder at the time. So me and Art were in two different classes, all right? But we had a similar class, and that was geography class. I'm going to be honest, from the first time I saw Art, I'm like, this guy is going to be a problem for me. I knew it. Okay? So anyway, I used to hear a lot about Art because he used to do like really creative things and all of that stuff, but I never had like personal association with him. And I'd hear about him from my roommate who was in the same class as him. All right, so fast forward, in geography class, Art asks me for my book, and I give him my book, and in another class on another day he never brings my book, and my teacher is asking for books, and therefore we are just in a bad situation, an awkward situation. And I'm mad at this point. I'm like, Art, I trusted you with my book. What's this situation we are having here? Anyway, so Art decides, he brings my book, he says he's sorry and all of that. Fast forward, we don't have much interaction. The next time, yeah, and Art are interacting so much is in grade 11. I think grade 11, term 2. No, grade 11, term 3. So Art starts to visit me in class. He starts to visit me, starts to sit next to me. During break, he comes. And that's just a sign. In high school, it was like, it meant someone likes you or something like that. So I had an idea, like maybe Art likes me a little bit. But the thing about Art is that he would come and sit next to me, and he wouldn't say much. And I was like carrying the conversation. I was the one initiating the conversation. So at the end of the day, I got tired. I'm just like, but Art, you don't like chatting, you just like come sitting. So anyway, fast forward, I stopped engaging with him so much. Then he tells his friends things about me, like, I don't know, I don't even like her, what. Anyway, one of his friends, who was my friend, came to tell me what Art said. And I'm like really confrontational. So I went to Art. I'm like, Art, you told this person that about me. Why did you say that? Like, if we don't talk anymore, if you have an issue, you come and talk to me directly. You don't go through the corners, brother. So anyway, he's like, no, I'm sorry, what. So that's how that conversation ends. But that was like grade 11, term 3. So Art decides to write me a letter. In that letter, he talks in third person, and he tells me things like, oh, I'm sorry, this and this happened. He writes a story to narrate how the whole situation happened. And I understand, but like it's end of school, so me and him don't really get to talk in person. So I go home, Art texts me on Facebook. That's how me and Art start talking. So yeah, we start talking. He even asked me to be his prom date. I agree, because why not? I don't know, I think I liked Art a little bit. I grew fond of him. So I agreed to be his prom date. So fast forward, term 1, and I'm just like really shy. I'm really shy of Art, and I think he was really shy of me. So anyway, he comes to see me time, even me. But I was very trippy grade 12, term 1. I was just really tripping, yeah. But anyway, I used to initiate sometimes. I remember we went for a free field trip, and I asked him to sit next to me, and it was like really cool and all of that. And yeah, he did something on that trip that I found very weird, and it was just like, yeah, I had the mentality of cutting off people. So I cut him off a little bit. Like, I wouldn't say hi to him so much or go to his class. So anyway, grade 12, term 1, we have holiday tuitions. And then Art decides to start flirting with my ex-roommate and my classmate. So he would come in my class, flirt with her, and me and her look alike, but then we have like different personalities. So anyway, they are doing their thing, and for me that was like honestly the worst holiday tuitions of my life. Art, if you ever see this. yeah, it wasn't like really cool. It made me very, very sad. And like, yeah. So anyway, one of our friends who were both roommates with me and the girl went to tell her like, but why are you doing that? Like, that's not very, very cool. Anyway, they had confronted her. But funny enough, when my friend was confronting that girl, I was available. But then I don't know why I was available. I was in another room and I could hear them talking, and she found it very funny. I'm just like, okay. But anyway, right. Anyway, I went to talk to my other friend, my real friend. I don't know. I went to talk to my other friend about how I felt. They understood. But anyway, the same girl who he was running around with in class came to me, and she's like, oh, this is the situation, and I'm so sorry that this is happening. I don't know what happened between you two, and I'm sorry that I'm the center of it, and I don't know what he's doing. But I understood he was doing it intentionally, because I could see him watch me do what he was doing, like just to make me jealous, which is childish, to be honest, but we were kids, honestly. And yeah, I was like, no, don't worry, it's a him problem. You and me are cool. He's doing that, he knows what he's doing, and me, it feels bad, but there's nothing that I can do. Like, I'll get over it. But anyway, fast forward, my friend goes to confront him, and like, they stop their shenanigans. But anyway, he comes to talk to me. He's like, he's sorry, what happened? Did he even ever apologize? I don't know. I think we never really talked about it. But I think he knew like what was up, to be honest. Anyway, we continued talking. When we came back in term 2, we became very close. We were like peanut butter and jam. Like, wherever you see him, you see me. But we were not dating. We're just like really good friends. And he saw me through different seasons, or times where I was really sad. Just things happen in boarding school. I also saw him in very different seasons. We like grew up together, and we became very good friends. We talk about our challenges, the deepest fears. Like, when you become really emotionally attached to someone where they see you, we were very good friends, very good best friends. Like, yeah. We had some issues, some patch-ups. I would write really long letters. You hurt my feelings. I was that girl. But anyway, fast forward, he asked me out to be his girlfriend, which was not surprising. But at the time, I was in the mindset that I didn't want to have a boyfriend at the time. I wanted us to date when we were outside school, in university, so that we can get married. That was my plan, but I didn't communicate it effectively. He thought I just denied his proposal, so he became distant, which I understood, but I was trying to keep us together, which was a lot of work, but we still loved each other regardless. Anyway, fast forward, he doesn't come for all the tuitions in term 2, which is like the hardest thing in life. But he was going through some stuff with his household and his family, which I think really traumatized him. But we tried to keep our bond. He used to send me letters, and it was just a really cute, loving friendship relationship. All right, I was in love with him. I don't know if it's naive or I just didn't want to be in a relationship at the time. I wanted us to get married later on in life. I don't know what my thought process was, but imagine that. But anyway, moving fast forward, yeah, term 3 comes, he doesn't come back. He comes back like in the middle of the term, and like he comes back and he's a changed person. He's not as affectionate. He's very distant with his emotions. We are not connecting. I can tell whatever he went through was a really hard time, and I'm very empathetic. I knew some issues in his life. He knew a lot of issues in my life. We were very traumatically bonded, and I could feel his pain, but I couldn't cut across his pain. I couldn't cut across his sadness, and I was pushing myself way ahead. I don't know, maybe at this time, I don't know what was going on, but it was a very hard experience for me. And we started growing apart because I started detaching, because he came as a different person, and now I look back, it was just really a lot. But there was still a certain love that we shared. We went for prom together. At prom I even failed, but he acted like he never saw. He was such a sweet guy. I fell with my legs like this, and I just with my and I wasn't wearing anything inside. Like I was wearing underwear. Now imagine. Oh my god! Imagine how crazy that was. But anyway, such a sweet guy. But yeah, we're just growing apart from each other. But anyway, after high school, a lot of mental health issues came about, and I couldn't hold us together anymore, and just a lot of things happened on my end. And also, yeah, I'm the one who broke it off as having a possibility of being together, because it was so much was going on, so much regarding mental health, so much regarding emotions, so much about misunderstandings, and my friends saw me go through it. And when we broke it off, I used to cry like every single day. I also had my own mental health issues because I started like cutting my hair, like to it's like when you cut your hair to soothe yourself, because I was so much distressed, and I really wanted him, but it was like it was so detrimental. But anyway, fast forward, I really loved this man, and it never worked out. And we tried to be together, but it's like we were just on two different pages. Anyway, fast forward, I come back to Zambia, and we are communicating, and this guy is like really sweet and really nice. But when I came back to Zambia, I was having mental health issues, and I was not my best self, and he wanted something from me that I couldn't give him because I was just not myself, and I couldn't show up to be a good person. Even before, after high school, like he was going through stuff, he couldn't communicate with me as well. Like I would message him, he was not able to communicate. That was like the same thing I was going through after university, after I came back to Zambia. I mean, he was like, message me, I just don't want, like I just don't want to message him, I just didn't want to communicate with people. And yeah, he let go, which I understand because I did the very same thing. But yeah, this is also just a feedback story to talk about mental health in relationships. Maybe we were not compatible, maybe we were just both in bad spaces, we met each other at bad times, but this was something else. This is someone that I was very attached with. He was my best friend, and we were very traumatically bonded. We shared a lot of secrets, and we loved each other. I felt genuinely, but life as we have it, we're both in good places. I believe we haven't communicated in a very long time. Last time I reached out to him because I am toxic, but then it's like I was going through a hard patch, and I just wanted someone to talk to, and yeah, that didn't go on, I mean, because I just realized like to leave us in a bondage. Yeah, but anyway, that's the story about my first love and how that went. So yeah, like first love always leaves a mark, and it was a good story overall. The good was really good, but the bad was very bad. So anyway, that is that. Anyway, you guys, I hope you learned something. Learn to give people grace, and sometimes always choose yourself. When you can't handle something, choose yourself or go to therapy and handle it there. But anyway, that's the story about my first love.